Hello everyone, today we are reviewing Edifier MR3, which are normally about €110, but there was a sale at 92, so I wanted to give it a go and compare it to my old Bose. Some unboxing, so here is a package. It weighs about 4 kilograms. Everything is in paper. Some cables in a pouch and the two speakers. These are powered speakers, so on the first one you'll have everything, the inputs and the power. So we're gonna have a look at the back of the speaker. Here you have it. We'll go back to that later. And the second speaker is a passive one, but it has its weight. Here you are, and this beautiful knob, very pleasing to use, and you can push it to change mode. There are 3 modes. Some cables, so power, the one to connect the 2 speakers, then jack and RCAs. The guide, it's a nice guide, but there are much more details into the application, because yes, there's an application, so a segue to features. It's about 2013 compared to 2024, but the Bose is quite small in comparison to the MR3s. But on the other side, the MR3s are feature-packed. There's a lot of inputs, there's an application, lots of settings, so we could use it as a studio monitor. Here is the back panel, and you can see there are 2 knobs and 2 TRS inputs, 2 RCAs, and the power. The application has a lot of features. There are 3 modes, so monitor, music, and custom. You have 6-band equalizer for the custom and other settings for the other mode too. So it's a win for the MR3, but what about the sound? First, some sound impression. The Edifier are quite boring to listen. They are very into the mids, very tight, analytical, but it's made like that. And there's a music mode, a bit more comfortable to use, but you should use custom to have really some settings. Bass are there, but not very punchy. It's a small speaker. On the other side, the Bose Compagnion, there's no settings at all, but it's a well-balanced hearing experience, very pleasing and very bassy for such small speakers. So some measurements. I don't have a professional configuration for that. My microphone is just a condenser microphone, and I don't have any treatment in my room. Here is some pink noise. Do you know about that? Listen. So that's pink noise. It's random noise all over the spectrum, and when we compare, we can see the Bose are a peak at 100 Hz and also about 10 kilohertz, and so the Edifier is much more flat. We can compare music mode to monitor mode, and there are some changes, but we should go to custom mode to have more settings. And now frequency swipe. It's not very pleasing to hear. We can see MR3 start lower and go further into the highs. Bose has a peak at 10 kilohertz, and it's a bit of a mess in the highs of the Bose. The MR3 are more flat, so it's better. Now some music. I'm going to play first the original. When this is that screen, it's the original sound, so your system. Now we are going to hear the MR3, then the Bose. second extract.
3 a.m. we leave the camp, not allowed to use our land. 3 a.m. we leave the camp, not allowed to use our land. 3 a.m. we leave the camp, not allowed to use our land. In an island, in an island, in an island.
So, what can we deduce from all this? The Bose does very well, because it accentuates the very lows at 100 and the very highs at 10 kHz. It sounds like a very pleasant experience, even if it's not very analytical. So there you have it. Comparing a neutral speaker with a pleasing speaker will always turn out in favor of the pleasing speaker. That brings us to the conclusion. What do we expect to our speaker? Do you want to do some mixing work? Or do you want just casual listening to music? Anyway, Edifier, you can still adjust a lot of things and achieve a pleasant listening experience too. Was this upgrade worth it? The yes part. It has a lot of more connection. It has Bluetooth, there is an app that allows you to make a lot of settings to adapt to the environment and also to have a proper neutral sound in order to do some mixing work. But the no part, if you just want ordinary use, just listen to music, the small Bose does very well. And they have good bass. And they are much more compact. They are only 8 centimeters wide, and the MR3 are 12.5. That's something on your desk. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed this little video. Give me a like and leave me a comment if you want. It's always welcomed. See you in another video, and until then, stay cool!